still try fucking me over.
I think we all heard the whole, I guess, him pitting Drake on blast. I don't even know what to say. It's just like, do we care at this point? I listened to that, 25-minute quote-unquote rant. Did he say a couple things that was new? Yeah, he did. But at the end of the day, it's just like the whole you stabbing somebody in the back, but at the same time you patting them on the back. You know what I'm saying? It's like you giving them dap while stabbing them in the back. Talked about the reference track. I think we don't give a fuck about nothing that happened last year, correct? We don't care about that. I was like, wow, this thing going there with it. You know what I mean? Then he went on to say his fan base. It's like we back in 2010 again. We understand his fan base. You know what I mean? Do I agree with it? No. And I think that line that he used was 70% women, 30% men with sandals was some rapper's line from a song. I forget. But it's just like, nigga, I get the angle. I understand. You know what I mean? Saying he make bubblegum pop music. He should stay over there and let the real people that do hip-hop, because you heard his top 5 and it's like, damn, nigga. I mean, I get it, but at the same time it's like, wow, like, what are you mad at? And then he went on to say, oh, can't no rapper get me out of here. I just didn't understand the rant. I just feel like not sticking up for Drake, but it's just like, okay, I mean, it would be stupid if the nigga would say some crazy shit about Eminem. Lyrically, you ain't touching him, so why would you say that? But, I mean, at the end of the day, Drake did call out Funk Flex. He didn't really call out the radio station, so I can see how Funk Flex can feel some type of way about it. But at least if you're going to do this, my nigga, do something new we haven't heard. I don't need to go into details about every word for word, everything he talked about. Y'all heard it. If you didn't, go check it out. It's just sad, man. It's like, are you like the BlackBerry situation? It's like, we don't really care about that shit. I mean, rappers do it now. It's like, woo. You know what I'm saying? What's the big deal? Like, what? I guess he tried to expose Drake, but at this point, Drake proven that he gonna do what he gonna do and people still gonna fuck with it. So I didn't understand the rant. You know what I mean? It could have been basically a conversation off air, in my personal opinion. And still, it's just like, nigga, why you want them to fire him for you to do a fucking interview or do the show, Summer Jam, whatever? Nigga, get over that shit. It's the Charlemagne shit all over again. Why are you so I'm done with this shit. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Because this shit, it's not making no sense to me. It's like, nigga, why are you so sensitive to the fact of a motherfucker want to ask you the real questions? Like, you go to Zane Lowe and people like that. That's cool, but to me, I don't know how interviews work. Maybe they pay the people to do the interviews or whatever, what have you. But it's like, nigga, we want the real interviews. We want niggas that's going to ask the real question. The Charlemagne's, I don't really feel Funk Flex really going to ask him some real shit. Ebro will be the one that'll do that. So it's like, what are you afraid of, nigga? We want to know. Fans want to know this shit. So you shouldn't be you know what I mean? Why do you subliminally do shit music instead of coming out and just directly saying it? Nigga, I want to know that. I'm quite sure some of y'all listening want to know that. So it's a lot of questions we have, nigga, that we don't understand that. But I just feel like the rant, the way he did it, he didn't go about it the right way. You know what I mean? Because you just seem as childish as that nigga did on stage. You know what I mean? It's like he in your city and yet he could say something like that. Didn't even get booed. Could have addressed that. Like, y'all rock with that? He in New York City and the Mecca, and he could say something like that and the crowd go fucking ape shit. So I was like, wow, okay, I guess. You know what I mean? But Drake is strategic in what he do. Funk Flex even said that, but I just didn't understand the rant. I was just like, this shit really, I sat there and listened to the whole shit and I got nothing from it. It's like, Quentin Miller shit and shit we already know already. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? We know this, bro. Like, we be on the internet. We hear the songs. We hear the subliminal shit. We understand everything you said. Out of the whole 25 minutes, maybe 2 to 3 things probably we didn't know as fans. And it's like, oh, I got more stories. Well, nigga, get to the shit we don't know. Don't tell us some shit we already motherfucking know. Points away from that shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I don't feel Drake was right to like, you pointed Funk Flex out, and Ebro is the nigga that said the shit about the Eminem shit. So I was lost. Like, where the fuck did Funk Flex come from, my nigga? You know what I mean? I guess he chimed in on Twitter or some crazy shit like that, and it's just like, nigga, that's crazy. Why go after him? But I get it. He still saucy over the Meek Mill, you know, shit last year. But it's like, come on, man. Nigga, he ain't even said it. Ebro said it, my nigga. So this whole shit was crazy, and I just felt like, you know, speaking on it because it was just nothing else to talk about. Fucking slow week for news this week. No bullshit. I'm gonna go back to talk about battle rap and shit. But other than that, man, this shit was a waste of time. So if you don't watch it, I don't really get mad at it. If you don't watch it, I just wanted to speak on it. It just was crazy shit, man. Shout out to everybody that's still doing what they do. But this shit is just ridiculous for 25 minutes. Let me stop before I make a fucking video basically saying nothing like that nigga did for 10 minutes. My this motherfucker, man, won.